This is not financial advice. This is me talking to myself in the future so that I remove emotion from learning and the tumultuous nature of Wall Street bets. OMG, like there is a bazillion things going on with that semi-false Janet Yellen article that talked about specifically that Bitcoin could be a, or not Bitcoin, but alt currencies could be financial terrorism. But then the headline was misdirecting people to think that Janet Yellen was going after GameStop and Bed Bath & Beyond and American Movie Corporation. What is going on? GameStop. To recap from the beginning in case you're just coming into this now, or you've heard it 17 times but then got really confused. GameStop is getting shorted by hedge funds. Hedge funds that read order data and front run. So they're doing your trade before you so that they benefit. It's literally semi-insider trading. Remember, this is me talking to myself. This is not me talking to a government official. This is just the things that are going on inside my head that I need to put to paper. My notes on Wall Street bets. I need to put pen to paper and I need to enunciate these things because they're confusing AF. To catch you up, hedge funds are selling stock that they don't own in a bad way, and they're doing these naked sales, aka a short. Do you like how I combine the two? They're basically combinable. They're expecting the stock GameStop to go down, but it just keeps going up. When the stock goes up and you sold stock, you now need to go buy stock at the way inflated price. So you're literally needing to screw yourself back into yourself for when the stock goes up. And so the headline of Janet Yellen calls GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond, American Movie Corporation, Redditors as financial terrorists. I believe that. But the reason I believed it is that is going to occur where Treasury Secretary is going to call people who are outside trading terrorists because they're outside trading. When a hedge fund has a short bet, and this happens, sometimes they will have the other side of the trade will try to short squeeze them. How do you short squeeze somebody? How do you hurt somebody who's got a bunch of naked sales? Well, you try to buy stock to push the price higher because the market can be irrational longer than the short seller can be solvent. Let me repeat that. The market can stay crazy longer than most people who do naked sales can stay solvent. Let me repeat that again because it's actually complicated to where I need to grind through this. And if I have to grind through this, I'm sure that you guys have to grind through this because I am seriously one of the smartest people in the world. The market can stay irrational longer than you, the short seller, can stay solvent. Solvent meaning not bankrupt. The market can stay super crazy with GameStop at eventually, I believe, $2,500 longer than hedge fund X and Citadel Y and hedge fund inside Congress LP Pocket 4 solvent where they're going to lose their butt, and they are losing their butt. And so if Janet Yellen calls outside traders terrorists, the way that she calls altcoins, because remember, Bitcoin isn't a currency, it's digital property, specifically by law. I don't have a law degree, but I do pay a lot of lawyers, and then after I pay a lawyer, I will then say, hey, for an extra 20%, what do I get? Exorbitant bill, okay? The bill's exorbitant. What if I pay you another 20%? Speaking of which, what if AMC, and this is where we're all going, Larry Chiang, pay attention. This is where it's going. What if AMC, what if Bed Bath & Beyond and GameStop, what if they bought Bitcoin with those incoming dollars? Normally it's a share buyback, and when you're shorting the company and they do a share buyback, that's a short squeeze. So, problems. What if you buy an appreciating digital property, and that's coming up, or was in the past, times a flat circle, right? Times a flat circle. February 3rd, February 4th is Bitcoin for corporations. So what if AMC balance sheet money went in to buy Bitcoin? So AMC's at $14. Larry Chiang, hey Larry Chiang, it might end up being $300. Or if Bitcoin hits over 30,000, AMC could go to 250. If Bitcoin goes to 35,000 and AMC, GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond bought Bitcoin with their treasuries, it could go up to 400, 1,200. Larry Chiang in the future, this is Larry Chiang in the past, telling you that hang in there, because this is all house money and you're a saver. I mean, look at you. Is that a 1-bedroom apartment? You sandbagger. How do you nail putty in like such a tiny, oh wait, I've heard of you. You're the guy who lands ass in a dorm room. Are you even in college? Living in a dorm room, Palo Alto? Genius. Having 2 sets of housing in parallel? Genius. Going to the Super Bowl by booking Airbnb and a Westin hotel, an Airbnb and a Four Seasons Hotel Houston, an Airbnb and the Four Seasons in Miami, an Airbnb plus the Tampa Sheraton. Why do I talk about dual track execution? Because we all need a plan B in case Janet Yellen is actually going to run that play that she's currently running against digital currencies, altcoins. What if GameStop shareholders get their accounts repossessed? We saw Robinhood, Larry Chiang, so pay attention and stop being a 24/7 DB, just going to Super Bowl parties and then hanging out in both team hotels like you did in Atlanta. Who does that? The Rams hotel, the JW, and the Hyatt with the Patriots. I mean, do you have to crash every team hotel? So make sure you wear your mask and take a bunch of notes for Bitcoin for corporations. And if you're joining a board, by the way, thank you, Stanford CorpGov. Stanford, like the top 12 university that's in Palo Alto, California. Stanford Corp as in corporeal. Stanford CorpGov as in corporeal governance. Thank you at Stanford CorpGov for the mentorship and the knowledge and the support. So hashtag Bitcoin for corporations. I know I've been selling it kind of hard to myself, but I spent 2 days taking how many pages of notes? Michael Saylor's doing this for free, and we all get the benefit. So AMC can paste copy what MicroStrategy did. GameStop can paste copy what that one insurance company, I forget what that was, some large insurance company, where Bed Bath & Beyond can paste copy when the stock's pumping. They can just do what Michael Saylor did with an asymmetric trade. That trade works like this. So I'm actually DJing two things together, and that is this. Michael Saylor, who's a CEO, CS Major CEO, I mess that up every time, CEO, CS Major. It's CS, hashtag CS Major CEO, hashtag CS Major CEO. He did the asymmetric trade. If you didn't study high school math or AP geometry, asymmetric is one-sided. So it's a Michael Saylor asymmetric trade for the positive, which is he sold bonds, and you guys know how bonds work. You sell a bond and then you're on the hook to pay out a coupon. So the coupon interest rate is 0. Guess what the interest rate is? Guess what the interest rate? Not even 1%. It's 0.75%. And remember, this is not financial advice. This is just a regurgitation. So if it happened to be non-compounding with an asterisk, with warrants that you didn't understand, you can't sue me, right? I'm talking to myself and you're just overhearing it. So a bond for 0.75 with warrants on the upside and execution strike of whatever. It was executed at $9,800 Bitcoin. Now it's at $30-some thousand. So that's literally free money on top of the Treasury Reserve assets. So AMC and GameStop, they could do a bond offering. And do you see how Janet Yellen and Jerome Powell and Christine Lagarde and the globalists, they're trying to suppress volatility. They're trying to they're trying to centrally control price by obviously killing price discovery. But once you suppress volatility, and this is engineering, once you suppress volatility in one area, it overflows into other areas. And so when Robinhood doesn't allow you to buy and sell and has limits on shares, which is a separate video, that volatility is going to go somewhere else. They're going to use some other app. They're going to use TD Ameritrade. Actually, they're not going to use TD Ameritrade because the hedge funds with their private accounts, Terrence Chiang, thank you, with their private accounts, they pressured TD Ameritrade to not let people buy GameStop, not let people buy. And this is me talking to myself, so don't hold me to it if there's a dynamism, okay, when something changes. But there was pressure, and if there's White House pressure and there's on Robinhood, neither here nor there, or Sequoia Venture Capital pressure applied to making brokerage firms not let you purchase GameStop. If they don't let you purchase it, they're hoping that the stock goes down. And that's the reason for this video, is to explain and kind of come back to the beginning of what happens to hedge funds that have massive political clout, and these hedge funds start losing their butt like they've been losing their ass. And so